between barristers on floors, I think there's a bit of a misconception that there's a real sort of competitiveness. In my view, the bar really has an open door policy. So if you've got a question, you can always talk to another barrister about it. While we might fight really hard for our clients in court, there is a real camaraderie between barristers at the bar. So if you're talking about an issue in chambers, provided it's nothing confidential that assists the other side, you can talk about it very frankly and you'll get a lot of assistance from your colleagues. So we're not really like lone wolves. There's a lot of collegiality and camaraderie at the bar.
Initially, when you start as a barrister, you will have chosen a mentor, and for the first 7 months or so, you will be squatting, that is not paying rent, in your mentor's chambers. And not only will you be starting your own work in those chambers, but you will be seeing your mentor and how they go about running their practice. And I felt that that was an invaluable time and experience to discover what running a practice was like, and also being able to ask your mentor, who's right there, about any problems or queries you might have about legal issues, running your practice, or life balance generally. In terms of support, I think the Victorian Bar has a range of supports from, you know, on the more serious end. There is a funded psychologist, and noting that being a barrister, you are fighting cases, and it is a very competitive type forum to work in, and as a result there's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, but at the same time you have access to the resources of the psychologist, as I've mentioned, who is funded, or other colleagues to talk through problems or issues, and how to deal with stress and anxieties and those sorts of things that might come up at different points.
As far as support specifically for women, certainly the bar has excellent resources. There's a Women Barristers Association. There's plenty of sort of informal support amongst barristers, male and female. Those of us who are parents to young children very often find support with each other in relation to juggling parenting and work at the bar. Another thing to mention is that at the bar we have what's called the Ethics Committee. Occasionally, when you are practicing as a barrister, you'll come across an issue, whether it's an issue that arises because of a particular fact in your case, or whether it's an issue that arises because of something that's happened with a client. And it may be necessary to get what's called an ethics ruling, or just to have a sanity check with a member of the ethics committee so that you make the right decision in dealing with whatever it is that's come up. And that's another way in which the bar provides a lot of great support to its members, which is that you can just ring up a member of the ethics committee at any time. You can ask for the matter to be stood down in court. You can go outside and call someone, and they will be there to talk through your issue with you and assist you to come to the right solution, whether that's getting a formal ethics ruling or just assisting you to deal with the problem as it arises.